Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Subnautica Below Zero, and today looking at a couple different things that have been updated with the game. Really short video with this. Shout out to the Vetricator because he actually discovered this on his live stream and then shared it on my Discord. But we are in the deep Lilypad cache here, and if you move around, you will see that we have a waterfall here. So this is around the architect statue here. Really interesting looking because this isn't something that I was expecting. Even with the previous setup, I don't know why my thought wasn't that there would be water, but now that I see it, it makes sense, and I like the look of it. Still hoping that we have something to hold the tissue in, though, instead of just sitting down there. I do think that they are planning that. I don't think they're just going to leave this lying on the floor like this. But let me know what you guys think with this. I personally think it looks great. It fits. I'm sure they'll tweak the textures and some things like that. But with that also, you can see it, we actually have the gas, like the steam with the bubbles coming out of the water here, which is an effect that they use on Delta Island with the little methane pools, I believe is what they call them. I like that sound effect though. It adds just to the ambience of the room. Now if we zoom out of here, see it just comes up here, but you wouldn't see any of this stuff, right? And it comes straight down. So yeah, I think they'll tweak the effect. I think it'll look a little bit better as they polish it more and more. The splash will get a little bit better. I'm assuming we'll hear audio with that too. I don't think they would just leave that blank, right? Because that's going to have that waterfall sound to it. So we have that. And then I spoke with Danya, the community manager. Let me float up here. One of the big questions, just with me posting some of the videos, is the squid shark gonna get a reskin in the deep Lilypad biome here? And with that, it's not finalized is really what she's saying, meaning this may just be a placeholder with the squid shark. We may end up with something else down here, or we may have it and then it may get a reskin. I think right now it's just them putting something to just have it in here at the moment. So I asked another question too about the warp gates, because we just have the one in the Arctic Spire going back to Phi Robotics. There's no plans, as far as she knows, to add any more warp gates in the game. But yeah, she said we haven't made any final decisions on creatures for that biome yet. So we'll see. I'm hoping if they do keep it, that we will see a reskin with this. And then we have the Lilypadler. Somebody else mentioned just a bunch of Lilypadlers down here, kind of as like the creature that is just consuming this biome here, just because you're going to run into the problem of having this happen, and then if it happens enough, I mean, you're going to drown down here potentially. So I like that look. So we have those, and I did want to answer that question with this, just because I know that's something people have been wondering about. My fingers are crossed for... Dang, that pulled me pretty far. And they've worked on this effect recently. It seems like it's a little bit tweaked, a little bit polished with just how it looks around the edges when it's drawing you in. But like I said, that's one of the things that people have been saying most, is like this creature is in multiple biomes. And I don't think that... Somebody else wrote a comment about the devs being lazy with this. I don't think that's the case at all. I think this is a placeholder. Man, that draws you in from a distance. Jeez. But I just do think it's a placeholder. They're figuring out. They're also listening to the community. So when you guys make comments with the stuff like that, like they're looking at some of these videos, which is awesome. And they're being mindful of that. So we'll see. Like I said, it's not something that it's a for sure thing. If they do it, I do think it would get a reskin, just like the Callisto rate in the Void is going to get. So we will see, though. Don't know when that's going to happen. Other things that have been updated, I'm not going to mess with right now. I'm seeing cuts of dialogue in game where it literally says cut and then it's the dialogue with this. Updates to dialogue as well. I'm trying to sift through everything to find it because there's been a lot added. I may just do a playthrough here pretty soon, so let me know what you guys think about that. Just starting one up. I do think we're gonna get, yeah, that draws you in from far. I do think we're gonna get our next update in October, late October, with this. Outside of polish, it'll mainly be story based, and then the next one as well. And if I haven't mentioned it, the C-Truck, Rose, I believe, mentioned this. The C-Truck backup camera was a logistical problem, so they cut that, so you won't have a backup camera with the C-Truck. Which I don't think that's going to be a big deal, to be honest. It's one of those things, you'll be fine without it. We had that cut, and I think that was it. I think the other question that I asked was an eye candy update before. I'm gonna have to get away from this guy before launch, and maybe they basically saying maybe it's not something specifically like that, but they'll definitely optimize and do something similar. Maybe not to that level that they did with the first game, but they'll have something pre-launch most likely. So. And I think that's one of those things that's just all that stuff's up in the air right now as they're developing the game. I have noticed a huge increase in texture quality with a lot of stuff, and I mentioned that in other videos. So the game's already looking great. I don't know outside of that, in terms of polish, because they're doing that kind of right now, what that may be. What would you guys want to see? Let me know in the comment section on that in terms of an eye candy update with this. So that's going to be it for this video, everybody. Like I said, shorter, kind of rambled there towards the end, but I did want to inform everybody of stuff that I've actually talked to the community managers about and gotten info on with this. And Liam mentioned the Crystal Castle cache is going to get worked over as well. Especially compared to this, it looks a little bit plain right now. So you can actually look forward to that hopefully here in the next couple weeks, maybe couple months, I don't know with that. But that's going to be it for this video, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.